This is the HomeTech Podcast for Friday, November 21st from Sarasota, Florida. I'm Seth Johnson.
From Reynoldsburg, Ohio, I'm TJ Huddleston.
And from San Francisco, California, I'm Gavin Campbell.
And welcome to the HomeTech Podcast, a podcast all about home technology, home automation, and riding around in Waymo, I guess.
Yeah.
And seeing Gavin, adventures in Gavin land.
It was fun. My first Waymo, like, we saw, they're all over the place here. And we finally just decided to book one, and we jumped in it. And it was kind of funny because while we were waiting on ours, there was like another guy there, and he's like, "Your first Waymo?" Like, we had a look on our face, like he knew it's our first time, you know, you're a Waymo virgin, or like, yeah, we are. And he's like, "This is my third time." You know, he was so proud of it. So, yeah, it was, you know what, we got into it, and it was a really good experience. I was shocked. I did not feel like nervous or anything. It was a smooth ride. I enjoyed it. I'd do it again. Expensive.
Yeah, but I don't know about prices now. We were there in December of last year, and the prices worked out about the same if you gave the Uber or Lyft driver a tip. It might have been a little more expensive, but
possibly.
I also enjoyed the non-talking of the Waymo, so...
Yeah, and the weird part about it is everybody on the road is kind of like used to them. So when they pull off in a weird spot or they drive weird, everyone just accepts it. They're like, we're stuck with this. But,
dumb robot,
you know,
yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? It was really cool to finally get to try one of these. And, you know, I got to go out shortly, so I'm probably going to jump in one again.
Yeah, since I was there, they're allowed on highways now, I've been told. So have you taken it on a highway, or has it just been inner town things?
Oh, it's just inner city. It wasn't even for a long distance. It was just like we didn't feel like walking. Right. So we're like, let's just use this opportunity to take it to the hotel, which we did.
Nice. Well, you haven't said why you're out there in the San Francisco world. You're at the Microsoft AI conference.
Yeah, Ignite. Yeah. So I'm at a Microsoft conference called Ignite, and this is my full-time job where I deal with like enterprise level stuff. So it's their big event. Like the opening keynote was in the Chase Center, which was amazing. Like to be in there, home of the Golden State Warriors. I was excited.
Oh yeah, that looked cool. That was like a huge, like, yeah, they had the screens up and everything. Is that what you see? Yeah, that was really cool.
It was full. Like it was full. I was shocked at so many people out here, but yeah, it's a huge conference. We're in seminars like all day long, meeting with vendors, doing all the fun stuff. So I came here with an agenda, and I just basically on day one threw that out the window and said, all right, this is going to be 4 days of AI talk, because that is all they are talking about. I was expecting, you know, what's new with, you know, the tools we use in the enterprise and stuff like that. And all they ever say is AI, agentic AI, agentic agents AI, you know, and I was telling you guys earlier, the demos are so weird because you'll have AI agents sending emails to other AI agents and replying to those same emails. And it's like, yeah, you just look at how many jobs are going to get cut because we now have agents talking to agents.
As long as I get fewer emails, I would be happy with that, honestly.
Yeah, we basically have more agents now than we have employees in the office, and you know, it's just I don't know. They have this whole like new agent management system and stuff like that. It's insane, but it's the future. So get used to it.
There's a middle management for agents now.
Yeah, by Microsoft, where you can manage all your agents, you can restrict their security. It's like managing agents is the new managing users. You know, like take away their access and. You know, and then monitor how hard the agent's working. And if that agent isn't working hard enough, then you replace them with another agent, that type of thing.
Just clear them out, refresh the contacts. You're good to go.
Exactly. You see where this is going, you know?
Your name is now not Bob anymore. It's James. Welcome, James. Your first day here. Get started working.
Yeah, and then you'll have manager agents that manage little agents, and you'll have pretty soon the company's going to be all agents, right?
They're just going to be writing reports to each other. Yeah,
exactly.
Well, wake me up when the agents can take over my job. I need an agent to run wire for me.
Yeah,
can they do that yet?
No, they can't.
No.
Switchbot will probably have a robot that can do it for too long.
just attach it to your vacuum and let it go through. You know?
All right. Well, before we run out of we run out of Gavin as a service tokens, and you have to hang up.
You guys only purchase so many tokens.
I know, right? Hey, it's going to run out. You got to get topped off here. Yeah. What's the coolest thing you've seen out there besides the Waymo car, I guess?
The Waymo car was the coolest thing, but I also saw one of those, on the show floor, one of those, you know, those little robotic dogs?
Yeah.
That was so cool to see.
Like the killer ones that they make for like the military?
I told the guy this. I go, I'm so used to seeing these with guns on their backs and stuff. He actually laughed. But that was really cool because it was doing its little dog tricks, acting like a dog. So that was quite cool. And then there's some robots there, making coffee or sorting things, as they were showing off their AI robot stuff, right? So that was some cool stuff. I mean, a lot of the other stuff, like I said, it's all AI, and then I have like other stuff I'm not allowed to talk about, but that's, will come out early next year.
Oh.
Well, it's all enterprise stuff.
I was saying we probably won't care. It's like, enterprise tool chain and user management and security stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yawn.
Exactly. It's been hard for me to even stay awake, and just look at this stuff and go, oh my God, that's so exciting, yeah.
But AI, Gavin, AI.
No, not even that. I get a free lunch or a free breakfast. So, they pay me off with food and I'm good with that.
Oh, yeah, there you go. They pay me off with food, I'd fall asleep. I'd be like, oh, fool, guys, I'm going to have to take a nap now.
Exactly.
Go ahead and talk. Talk amongst yourselves. I got to go lay down.
Yeah.
That's too good. All right. Well, it was good. It was good speaking to you, Gavin. I'm glad you had a safe trip. Hope you have a safe trip back.
Yeah, I'm just happy I didn't get stuck in any airports yet. So, hopefully my flight back's smooth. I took Porter, so they were good.
We reopened the government just so you could get here for this AI conference.
Yeah, I was seeing stories of, it's going to take weeks for them to get back caught up and stuff. But, no, it was smooth. I got here in 5 hours, no delays, nothing. Pretty good.
Nice.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good. All right, man. Well, thanks for reporting from the showroom floor, as they say. Or where you're in a hotel room, I guess.
Actually, yeah, I'm in a hotel.
That's nice magic out there.
You know what the funny part is my Wi-Fi is holding up because all the nerds aren't back yet. But in about an hour, this Wi-Fi is gonna crap out.
Just tank, yeah.
Yeah, once they all turn on their computers, the Wi-Fi is gonna be gone. So I'm still good for now.
All right, man. Well, we got a bunch of HomeTech headlines, so we're going to go jump in.
Let's do it. All right, guys. I got to go get ready to jump off. But and, for the later recording, take care.
All right. Well, speaking of AI, Ring's Jamie Siminoff thinks AI is going to solve crime and reduce it for everyone. He's claiming that Ring could almost zero out crime in some neighborhoods within a year or two. It just needs everybody to buy a Ring and stick it on their doorbell, I guess. It's like... Anyway, he went on to emphasize that Ring's mission is to make the world safer, but the conversation that he had on this interview also touched on the broader implications of AI-powered surveillance, including facial recognition and data sharing. Kind of interesting. TJ, I think you said you listened to this one, and it was a pretty interesting interview.
Yeah, I listened to this one. I honestly like the Decoder podcast, or a lot of them from The Verge anyway. But this one was a specific interest to me because I know Jamie Siminoff just returned back to Ring after being gone for a little bit. He did that access control for apartment company that I think it was like named like door.com or something like that. It was a good name.
Yeah, it's weird.
But he just returned not too long ago. One of the things that was interesting is that Amazon stopped partnering or stopped doing the police program for a minute. And then when Jamie Siminoff came back, he implemented that again. And so Nilay asked him about that, and he was just like, I think it's one of those things that we want to work with the police, and we want customers to be able to opt in to providing their information. But maybe this AI stuff can actually help prevent a lot of crime and figure out what is going on with different patterns and stuff like that. I think that is a good answer. As long as it's opt-in, right? Like, and one of the things with Ring is that you're able to get anonymously requested data. So a police station could be like, hey, we had a crime in this area. Can anybody send me videos of this? And if you say no, supposedly nobody knows that you said no. And so the police can't specifically come after you and be like, well, actually, you said no on this. Can you give us that anyway? And so I think stuff like this is useful. And I think a lot of times people do want to share this information because they do want to make their area safer. But you're like one step away from a dystopian nightmare.
Yeah.
Where it's not a good idea. So it's really about how they implement it and what they actually do with it. But I do think there is a good case for it here.
Yeah, I mean, you're one step closer to the dystopian nightmare. You mentioned in here, I guess, that they've teamed up now with Flock, which are the little cameras, which are somewhere in the neighborhood of like 80,000 cameras that are out there that belong to this private company that basically tracks every license plate that drives by it and throws it into a big database, and they track where you go. Supposedly, allegedly for law enforcement, but they also sell off that data to data brokers who will then track where you've driven in town and figure out that you're going to Walmart or going to the store or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty gross if you start looking into Flock. And also, the cameras that they're using have all sorts of security holes in them. And they don't even require the police logging in to use two-factor, which I found was great. You can actually buy plenty of police credentials on the dark web and just log right into Flock and track whoever.
What a surprise.
Using police credentials. Yeah, it's a wonderful system. So there's been some lawmakers that are really kind of like, wait a minute, we've got 80,000 cameras out there just like doing this. Like, this is a major security issue. And I think I saw Raskin had Raskin's team, whoever he has like on his staff, seem to know what they're doing when it comes to technology. And so like he's like issued some subpoenas or something like that for them to come to the Capitol and testify. So maybe we'll see some legislation around these private cameras because it's kind of gross. Like they can sit there and like literally just track you around, and your municipality is paying for it. Like they're paying like $2,000-$3,000 a year for each one of these cameras. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's one of those things that like that sounds like a good idea in certain situations, right? If there was a car accident or if there was a crime that happened on the street, it sounds like a good idea to have these cameras. That way you can track those people.
Yeah.
But what happens eventually when it's not used for that and it's used for nefarious purposes instead?
Yeah.
And that ultimately is what happens because that's just how humans are, unfortunately, right? There's going to be a bad actor or bad actors at some point, and it's going to destroy the credibility of that system.
Well, right now, the only bad actor, I guess, right now is Flock, because they're basically like, it's hilarious because they're like, does this actually deter crime like you're claiming it does? And they're like, oh yeah, look at all these statements that are out here, and those statements are actually their PR people putting those statements in SEO. It's amazing. They're just like looping, like they've done an excellent job of SEO, right? But and taking key statements from officials that have said things that are like, oh yeah, we used this to track it down, and turns out they didn't. They just used good old fashioned police work and tracked down who the person was. And Flock, and when they went back and corrected it, of course, Flock never corrects it. They just keep using it in their marketing materials. So, I mean, it seems to be a garbage startup company with 80,000 cameras staring at us from all over the United States. And there's like a guy who made a database of them all, which is kind of wild. They actually sued him to try to take it down. But if you go, I'll try and find it. Like, I can't remember the website. I think it's like DFlock or something like that. I'll try and find it, put in the show notes. But if you go check out like how many cameras are like, and if you see any in your neighborhood, you can report them and add them in, say which way they're pointing and stuff. It's kind of interesting. So anyway, not too happy to hear about Ring teaming up with them. But I get it. Ring's always kind of been pushing this angle that they want to help solve crime in a neighborhood or something like that. So anyway, let's move on. We got a new product in the Zigbee world. No, wait, no.
What in Zigbee?
Yeah, no, it's actually Zigbee. We might have another product that has
it's Matter, right?
No. Zigbee 4.0 is here, and it brings major updates aimed at improving interoperability, security, and network performance. The new standard supports better communication between Zigbee and smart energy devices, adds network-level retries, APS acknowledgements, and introduces coordinated sample listening for low-power device interactions. Yay! I also saw in here that they are going to be doing BLE onboarding, batch commissioning for multiple devices, and the biggest news is that Zigbee now supports sub-gigahertz frequencies, which is going to let the new mesh technology is going to be built on its lower 800 and 900 megahertz bands, which will basically it's basically Zigbee long range, just like Z-Wave is doing. So, this may be something that gets rolled out in the future. it's backwards compatible with Zigbee 3.0, but I think the low power stuff will have to have different chips and that kind of thing built into it to support that. So we should start seeing what they're calling the Suzi, SUZI certification, which is that Zigbee long range. You're going to start seeing that certification roll out and in the first half of 2026. So yeah, Zigbee, who knew?
Yeah, this is interesting. I did not expect this at all. But I think the most interesting thing is the sub megahertz, right? I mean, 800, 900, that's going to help out a lot. My issue, and I don't really have this issue because I'm in a small house, and probably a bigger issue if you're in a more congested place is the lower frequency because it's less interference, right? That's going to help out tremendously, I think, and actually makes Zigbee more appealing in the future. And also the hubless setup or the hubless onboarding, that's pretty neat too. And that's kind of what Matter is doing with certain devices as well. Like you don't actually need a hub or anything. You can set up with your phone. A lot of these phones, like the iPhone now, have Matter chips in them, and so that helps out tremendously. This is an interesting development.
They have thread chips in them.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Not that that's like incredibly different than using Zigbee, because I think it's the same radio type thing, but it uses a different application, whatever, blah, 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 blah.
Richard will yell at us if he's listening to this podcast, but that's about it. Everybody else will be fine with it. But yeah, this is an interesting development. I think it's good in the long term. We'll see how long it actually takes to get devices with these, though. Mm-hmm. It's maybe a couple of years, I would imagine, before you're actually seeing stuff come out with this. I don't know of any like large scale Zigbee manufacturer though, right? Because like Zooz, for example, they make Z-Wave devices, and so they like all of their products are long range.
Yeah.
But like, who is that in the Zigbee space? Because a lot of Zigbee people are moving away from Zigbee now. You know, IKEA does not do Zigbee. Philips Hue is not doing Zigbee now with their newer products. So who's going to use this?
I don't know. I mean, I wonder if this technology that they have will make its way into like Thread and then maybe even into Matter. Maybe, I don't know.
No, they are all the same company, so
it's kind of all the same thing. So maybe there's something to follow it up. Like, if the hardware gets updated and tested, it worked out at the Zigbee level, then maybe those like Matter and everything else will get updated down the road. I don't know. Well, let's move on to the big Zigbee news. I can get these confused. The big Zigbee news that everybody's waiting on. Shelly has released a Flood Gen 4, a smart leak detector designed for flexible installation and broad compatibility. It features 2-meter extendable sensor cable and option to link cables up to 150 meters away. It says ideal for large or hard to reach areas. Yeah. Device supports Matter, Wi-Fi, Zigbee, and local control, making it compatible with pretty much every major smart home platform out there. So you can send alerts with the Shelly app, or it has a audible alarm on it as well. 4 AA batteries. These things are actually pretty nice and pretty good, I think. So have you had the chance to use these?
I have not used the Shelly flood sensors. These look pretty nice, though.
Yeah.
Anything about battery life that you saw? Because 4 AA batteries, that's a lot.
I don't see anything. Let's see. Flood, rain detection modes, indoor and outdoor use, can integrate.
It's $33. $33 is not expensive at all. You can buy cheaper ones, but they're not leak sensors in general. But they're not. They don't have the cable and everything. They're basically just like a standalone device.
Going to the website now to see if I can figure out how long the battery is going to last.
I mean, this is pretty cool, though. You can choose between Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, or Zigbee. And it looks like it has Matter support as well at some point.
Yeah. I think Shelly's making their way over to that ESP32C6, that one that has those radios built into it. And I wonder, I'm guessing that you'll have better compatibility or lower battery usage on Zigbee and possibly even the Matter, but than you would on the Wi-Fi.
2-year battery life, but it doesn't tell you how long.
Or which one you go with.
So, I mean, 2 years is pretty good, though.
Yeah, it's not bad. I have one of those, the Shelly buttons. I mean, it's a Wi-Fi button, and it wakes up occasionally, I guess, and reports into Home Assistant, but I haven't charged that thing in a number of months. I need to probably charge it, but it basically just sits in my daughter's room on her nightstand, and when she wants to turn on some bookshelf lights, she presses a button and they turn on. Maybe the Wi-Fi, how they have the Wi-Fi set up on this, where it just does polling every now and then, kind of checks in, is good enough. It can last 2 years. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
All right, well, for real, the news that everybody wants to hear us talk about, and probably Gavin talk about, he's not here though. Home Assistant has introduced a new USB toilet paper holder. The Connect ZB2. It's designed to support Zigbee, Thread, and Matter devices. The new model replaces the older ZBT1 and is said to be 4 times faster. Features ESP32S3 chip, which also allows for some experimental firmware updates if you wanted to do that, and tinker with something even more. This thing is $49. It is available over with Home Assistant, or you can buy it from our favorite friends over there at Apollo, which I think I have one in my cart. If I'm going to buy one, that's where it's going to come from. I already got my Apollo ornament here, sitting right here.
Ooh.
So I don't need that anymore. But if I wanted another ornament, I would just get it along with that order.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'm glad they're coming out with some new antennas. I don't like the shape, though. I understand the shape. I get it, but I just don't like it. I know Gavin has already ordered one, so I'm interested to see his feedback whenever he receives it.
This one looks shorter. This looks like the one I have looks like it holds. I know it holds 3 toilet paper rolls.
That'll hold a paper towel roll. This will only hold a toilet paper roll.
Yeah. It looks like it only holds 1. I know the one I have holds 2 or maybe even 3 toilet paper rolls, but this one's definitely a 1. 2 would fall off. So interesting that it's smaller though. Shape is weird.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the shape, but I also have mine in a rack, and I don't really have a place I could put the antenna without it being obnoxious. Because there's like no clearance on the top of my rack, and that's where my current antennas are, but they're little tiny like flash drives basically. So it's a little easier to conceal. Good idea though. I mean, especially the Z-Wave one, because it's like a proper long range antenna.
Right.
So it makes sense, but.
Yeah, and I guess it makes sense to start replacing the older devices they have. I mean, I get why they're going with this design to kind of like let it blend in. Like you said, like people that are buying this aren't going to be putting it as a showpiece in the center of their house,
Right.
which is, I think, what they're thinking. They're going to put it in their closet, or like it doesn't have to look like this. It can look more industrial, but okay, to each their own. I'm going to get one anyway because it is a fun product. And, I don't have anything Zigbee or Z-Wave or Thread or Matter that I can hook up to it. But when I do, I'll be ready. So
it's going to have just as much AI as your AI horn.
Which I know. I was logged into Unify today and I looked at it and it's like, AI horn has been disconnected. I'm like, yeah, it has been for a long time. It's just sitting here. I used the cable for something else I needed that was more important. So
something that actually works.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll move on here. We got news from Kaleidescape. They've introduced the Mini Terra Prime. It's a compact movie server designed for high performance movie theaters and multi-room systems. It's got an 8 terabyte solid state storage, enough for about 125 high-bitrate 4K movies. And the server supports download speeds as fast as 4 minutes per title over a 2.5 gigabit Ethernet connection. Can handle 25 simultaneous playbacks. So, sounds pretty big, beefy. I wonder. I don't know. It's fanless design. It's got SSD built into it. Wonder how much it costs. I have no idea. It's Kaleidescape. We'll never know.
Yeah, it's always expensive stuff. I can't imagine this would be less than like $3,000 though.
Yeah, it's got to be more. I don't know.
I mean, I definitely more, but $3,000 dealer cost.
Yeah, it's interesting. They're doing it with like, okay, they've got an 8 terabyte solid state drive. How much does that cost? That's got to be expensive. Anyway, they've got 8 terabytes of that. It does 4K movies. I don't know. It's got to be a pretty decent price tag. People love their Kaleidescape. If you got a theater, it's a nice interface on it. They work well, and when you go to sit down and watch a movie, they work, and that's what you pay for. So there you go.
Honestly, this is one of those companies that they went bankrupt like 5 or 8 years ago.
They came very close. Yeah.
Yeah, and they came back, and when they came back, I was like, "There's no way this company's going to stay in business," and they have. Yeah. So they're doing something right.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, if you've got a yacht, you're out in the middle of the ocean. There's really no way to get anything. I mean, you can get like get the old Starlink thing hooked up now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to watch 4K ultimate, rip of the movie, this is the way to go on your yacht. out in the sea.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, if you have $500 million to spend on a yacht, you could definitely afford a Kaleidescape.
Yeah, who cares? So one of the crew will take care of it. If it goes down, they'll replace it with the other one, then close it. All right, let's move on here. We've got some interesting product from Wyze here. Wyze has launched the Lockbolt version 2, a smart deadbolt with built-in Wi-Fi and AI-powered fingerprint recognition. Of course, that's the AI.
AI.
It's just a fingerprint reader, guys. So it's a door lock. We'll put it there. It's got fingerprint, PIN code, app, voice assistant, physical key. Battery life is up to 8 months using 8 AA batteries. 8 of them. You heard right. I said 8.
One battery per month.
One battery per month. Yeah, weird. $79.98. Price is not bad, but 8 batteries every 8 months you're going to be swapping it.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Oh man, they should have launched this with a little battery pack that you could slide into it and recharge or something. Maybe you get 8 months out of it or 7 months. At least you wouldn't be wasting 8 AA batteries every month. Jeez.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. It's so bad on battery life that they have a USB-C port on there for emergency charging, because this thing's going to die on battery when you leave the house at some point. And I come back and be like, my lock doesn't work.
Well, I mean, the Aqara one I have has 4. I mean, and that they die every now and then, but not every 8 months. I don't know. This is crazy.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. At that point, I don't even want a smart lock. You know what I mean? like once I have to change mine once a year. I haven't had I switched out my locks to a Aqara 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long the batteries are going to last, but my Yale Z-Wave lock lasted between 9 and 12 months, and that's only 4 AA batteries.
Yeah.
If I had to change my batteries every 8 months, I don't think I'd have a smart lock.
The Wyze Lockbolt, which is the previous version, 4 AA batteries, up to 12 months.
It's because the AI, Seth. The AI is taking all the battery.
Just reads your fingerprint every time, spins up an LLM internally. Yeah,
it's making up fingerprints in the background. It's like, I don't know what this fingerprint is, but let's try it. It's like, why are you trying fingerprints on my lock?
It's got an NVIDIA card built into it. It's like, yeah. The palm recognition one has a rechargeable battery that you can take out, like what I was saying. 6 months. And you could just recharge it every twice a year or whatever. 8 months, you're going to be 8 AA. Why?
Yeah.
Makes no sense. But at $79, the old one was $79. I don't know what really you're getting out of this. I guess,
AI fingerprint sensor. That's what you're getting.
That's what it is. It's got Wi-Fi. That's what's sucking down the battery.
Didn't the other one have Wi-Fi?
The old one had Bluetooth, not Wi-Fi.
No, it probably connected via Wi-Fi still, though, didn't it?
The Wyze Lockbolt before, the app control was Bluetooth. This time, the app controls Wi-Fi. And that's probably what it is.
All right, so I just looked on Amazon. You can buy a 24-pack of Duracell Power Boost batteries for $25 normal price, $19 on sale right now. So that'll get you 24 months of battery life.
Yeah, not bad. I mean,
yeah,
considering. All right, well, if that interests you, we'll put a link in the show notes, because all the links and topics we discussed tonight can be found over in our show notes over at HomeTech.fm/551. All right, pick of the week. Speaking of Wyze, TJ, you found this video of is this like an advertisement or a testimonial or something? What is this?
Yeah, so I'm on Facebook quite a bit, on Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. This came up in my Facebook Marketplace ads one day, and we've talked about the light bulb cameras quite a bit on this show. Seth is a huge fan. I think he's going to get some for his house eventually. He replaces unified cameras with them. Mm-hmm. But this ad came up on my Facebook feed, and this is exactly who I'd imagine owning a Wyze light bulb camera. And this is an advertisement from Wyze, which makes this even better. If you can't see the video, I'll try to explain it to you. But it's just it's kind of a normal video, but you're looking at this very janky old light bulb holder that's on the ceiling, a fixture.
What that is the fixture. It's one of those square porch light fixtures, and they've taken the square part off, and all that's left is the aluminum foil and the janky light bulb holder kind of eked out at a 45-degree angle. There's no other way. I mean, you have to see this. That's why it's a pick of the week. You have to see how this is mounted in here. It is incredible. And so like they've got, what is this, a PTZ camera, I guess?
Yeah.
So it's in there like at a 45-degree angle, just kind of looking around.
And the caption is, security camera that installs in 60 seconds. I'm not kidding. And you look at it and you're like, I know you're not kidding. I can tell. That's 60 seconds included removing the light cover fixture as well.
Oh, come on, TJ. That light fixture was gone long ago.
Oh, yeah. This is very typical, right? Because like I go to houses a lot, and like you'll see this in like an outside setup, and like nobody's ever going to replace this light fixture. They don't need to. So now you put a camera in it. It just made it even better that this is like an official ad from Wyze and not just like a YouTube short that somebody uploaded of themselves. This is from Wyze. This is what they want you to use it for.
Somebody saw this. It went through like 10 people in marketing, and they're like, hey, let's put some words on here that says security camera. Maybe we can cover up the cracks and the spider webs. No, we can't do that. No, just leave those there. Oh, man. Yeah. Good effort, I guess.
Is it though? Is this a good effort, Seth? I mean, I guess this is the target audience of a $50 light bulb, right?
PTZ camera, yeah. There you go. Yeah. What's amazing is that it does install this way, and I can't imagine the videos. I mean, if it's going to turn and look left or even down, like it's going to be sideways. The video will be sideways, right?
Yeah. I don't know how the actual PTZ ones work, but I think you can rotate the image on other Wyze cameras. So
yeah, it probably rotates automatically or something.
Yeah.
Well, if you've mounted a camera like a Wyze camera like this, let us know.
Oh, we want a picture of it. Send it to feedback at HomeTech.fm. I want to see your light bulb cameras.
If you've got a light bulb PTZ, TJ wants to see them. Send them on in. Send them on in. I
have 2 in my neighborhood. I need more pictures of them though. My neighborhood's the perfect one for them though. Our houses are less than $200,000, so the perfect neighborhood for PTZ light bulb cameras.
Checks out. All right. Well, if you have any feedback, questions, ideas for the show, picks of the week, pictures of your PTZ camera installed in a janky way, give us a shout. Like TJ said, our email address is feedback@hometech.fm, or you can head on over to hometech.fm/feedback and fill out the online form. All right, project updates. What did I do? I feel like I've done something. I don't know what though.
You got something.
What did I get? Did I forget already?
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. I got my Apollo, my little Christmas ornament here, right?
Yeah, I got mine too. Gavin didn't order his. He was going to order his with his new Zigbee thread antenna, but he did not. So
well, whoops, Gavin, come on, time to step up. I don't know why I kept playing there, but it's very nice. Plugs it in and instantly checked all the songs, and I believe they all have the right notes on them this time. So happy to hear that. But it's got so many lights on it this time, like all the little.
It does. It's very
things.
Bright.
Yeah, it's all bright, and they've got like some really nice color animations on here. So yeah, very very good product. We'll put a link to it in the show notes. If you haven't gotten your H2 this year for 2025, go out and get one. The proceeds go to charity. Apollo is a good company. Those guys over there fun to work with. So we'll put a link to it in the show notes. But yeah, I'm glad I got mine. TJ, did you order 1 or 2?
I ordered 2. I don't know why I ordered 2, but I was like, I'm going to buy 1. I might as well buy 2. I'd be curious to know. It's a write-off, TJ. Come on. That's right. I give 1 to a gift to somebody. Yeah. I'd be curious why they're so big, though. It's so much larger than the tree from last year.
No, it's not.
Oh, it is.
I have the tree right here. Hold on.
Yeah. It's like twice the size.
No, it's not. Look.
Yeah, huh?
That's how big. Like the tree, it's probably
okay. So I guess it's just more spread out then.
A half inch larger, and then it's bigger. It's wider, right? I'm accepting it.
Okay, that's fine.
They got more lights.
It just felt very large in the hand. But I did notice that I haven't bought an Apollo device recently. But they are a little more polished now. They come in like an Apollo box, and it's all branded and everything.
Fancy.
I don't think they had that before, so we need to get them back on the show and talk about this.
Yeah, we do. We need to have them on because I am curious as how they do the H2 and like. Obviously, there's some like time, like an engineering effort that goes into it. But I mean, also like you have to put this you have to put all this together and flash the firmware and all that. Like I'm curious of like all the process that goes behind it because it's, they're doing it out of the kindness of their heart. Like I'm sure after they pay the bills on it, I think there's 2 foundations they send the money to or something like that. I don't know. It's on their website, but it would be, It'd be cool to talk to them about this and how this passion project, they're able to get this out the door every year. So it'd be fun. Plus they seem to be getting bigger. They have so much more stuff there now.
Yeah, they do have a ton of stuff. I'm waiting for the WLED controller. That's going to come out at some point.
Wait. Oh, I didn't hear about that one.
Yeah, I think it's on the website right now. It's $39.99. I don't think that's actually released yet, though.
It's on the front page, or is it like hidden away somewhere that I don't know about?
I think it's just like under the sensor somewhere.
And
it says, since we were just talking about the two charities that benefit from this are CASA of Lexington, which is in Kentucky. That's court-appointed special advocates for children. That's pretty nice.
CASA is a good. Yeah, I've known people to volunteer for CASA.
And then also the Open Home Foundation, which is Home Assistant. So that's pretty nice.
Yep. I don't know where the WLAD thing is now. Come on.
Let's see. Sensors. If you go to sensors in the last page, it's like literally the very last product.
Wait.
LED-1 LED controller.
Oh, here's the problem: is I didn't scroll down.
Yeah, you got to scroll down.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about it when they came up for Home Assistant Community Day. So I knew it existed, and it's on the website. It says notify when available.
It's tiny.
It is very tiny.
Wow, that looks fun.
Yeah. And it's got the nice connectors on there, so you don't need a screwdriver.
Mm-hmm.
So Wago light connectors.
Something I had recently had those on there. I was pushing on it, and I was like, I'm going to break this. I better stop. What was it? I want to say it was a lighting device. I can't remember what. I was just looking at it, though, and it has those on there. Amazingly enough, it's not on my desk in front of me, and I thought it was. But, oh well. But yeah, it has those little white Wago connectors on it that you can just clip wires into. But in this case, it would be the power cables. And, oh, you know what it is? It is one of their products. It is on the back of the little screen that they have. The board here has those Wago connectors on it.
Ooh. The M-1. Yeah, that's a pretty good price, too. $64.99.
Yeah, and you can get like 2 of them and connect them together or something and make a bigger screen, and then send stuff to it, words and that thing. I don't know. They loaded it up with videos for mine, and I haven't changed them, so I don't want to lose my videos. It's handcrafted. All right. Let's see. I got my ornament in. I'm still working on my Christmas lights. I'm kind of like in the downtime going out, and I'm redoing some of the Pixel Node things to how they attach to my house, and I got some stuff to make that easier, make it look better, I guess. I don't know. So I'm still kind of like tinkering with that, and I haven't finished yet. So surprise, surprise, something's not done that I said I was going to hopefully have done. But I did. I went back and listened to one of the shows I was editing, and I did say that it was going to take me till Thanksgiving. So that's my deadline.
Thanksgiving's next week, just so you know.
Stop it, TJ.
next Thursday, to be exact.
Stop it. What have you been up to?
I've been. We got our shed pad installed this week.
Oh yeah.
So that has been an ordeal because the company we originally hired to do that backed out on us and literally just did not contact us. I found out why, because they way underbid the project. And so we finally had that done. It is kind of awkward though, because our yard is not level where we're putting the shed at, right?
Yeah.
And so we had to basically, they came, they dug out a large portion of the corner where the shed is going to go. And then they put new gravel down. The problem is though, that the front of the shed, which is, closer to the house, it's like 13 inches high off the ground. So, and for some reason, the company that did it didn't put any actual border around the pad. So now I have to figure out how to get the shed up there. And I assume it's going to collapse some of the rocks whenever they do that. So we have the shed scheduled for delivery on December 2nd. So we're going to see how that all goes. I've texted or I've emailed a picture of the shed pad to the shed company. And I was like, here's what you guys have to deal with when you get here. And they said, well, we'll probably be able to make it work, but we're going to probably collapse some of the rocks whenever we do that. So we'll see. I mean, I walked on the shed pad. It feels very sturdy. But obviously, if we're going to ramp a shed up the side of it, it's probably going to destroy some of the rocks or whatever.
Yeah. I can see that happening.
Yeah, but it looks really nice. It feels solid. And, once we get it in place, the shed at least, the door for it is going to be level with the ground. So it'll work out. We just got to figure out that edge portion there.
The door face out to the left of your image here? Is that what's going to happen?
Towards the garden beds, basically. Yeah.
All right, cool.
So yeah, that'll be pretty nice. They did a really good job, and they took care of the property. Like, they had to dump rocks in the driveway, and they were literally out there with their on their hands and knees picking up all the spare rocks that they couldn't get with the shovels and stuff like that. So honestly, they did a really good job. I have no doubts about them fixing anything if it needs to. So I'm excited to do that. And then I have been trying to decide what to do for power for my shed. I think I talked about this a couple times. I was trying to do PoE to power a portable battery pack because I already have 2 PoE lines out there right where the shed's going to go. And I was like, wouldn't it be nice if I could just not use a solar panel and just use PoE to recharge my portable battery pack, and then use the portable battery pack to power the lights in the shed and everything. That doesn't work like that because PoE doesn't have enough power, and so that
sounds like a good idea though.
Yeah, I mean, I think with PoE I was able to do like 60 or 70 watts, but as soon as I plugged it into the portable battery, it just killed my PoE switch immediately. So that obviously didn't work. But I'm gonna do a solar panel connected to the battery pack. Right now, I have a 300 watt battery pack, which is probably fine. We're just gonna have like 4 LED lights in the shed, so it's not a ton of power. It's like 30 watts altogether. And then I'm gonna have an Innovelli switch, so it's like 33 watts if I'm gonna have everything on. If I have the 300 watt battery pack, I mean, that's like 8 hours of runtime, and I'm not going to have the lights on for 8 hours. So I think it's enough. I might upgrade that to a larger battery pack though, just so if I get some of those gray skies in Ohio, which we often have in the fall and winter time, then I don't have to worry about the battery dying right away. But I have it kind of rigged up in my office right now. I'm kind of playing with it. It's working pretty well, so it'll be nice whenever I get it installed in the shed.
Nice. Sounds like a fun project.
Yeah, it beats getting a permit to run power to the shed. Like I said, we're only going to do like 4 lights out there. I'm not running any power tools or anything like that. And if I do, I'll just run power out there at some point. But for $300, I think is what the solar panel and the battery pack cost me. That's a very easy electrical upgrade for the shed. So
yeah, the bad part is that I actually have power in my shed. I ended up taking it out. When we moved in, they were like, hey, there's termite things inside the shed. So all the wood in there needs to go. And like one of the pieces of wood was like mounted to the light switch. So I kind of like just ripped all that stuff out, right? And it stayed that way. So it's been like 10 years. I've never used the power in the shed. And there's a light back there, but I ended up running like an extension cord from an outlet nearby outside the shed and plugging it into that light that's no longer functioning, I don't think anymore. So one of these days I'll get on it. Right now it has one of those ring things outside. The ring solar, the long skinnies.
Oh yeah.
It's still
those
there.
are honestly nice. That's what I used when I first moved into this house, the ring solar lights.
Yeah.
And honestly, they worked really well, and I never had a problem with the batteries. So
yeah,
it's one of those things. It's nice to have, like, in the summertime, we'll just have the doors open, but we are going to use it. We don't have a garage, or we don't have a basement, or like really any storage space inside the house. So we need the lights in order to, put stuff in there for storage. So
yeah,
we'll need some lights, but it's nothing crazy. So. Like my neighbor, he has like a giant saw in his, and he's charging batteries and stuff like that. I'm like, I have like one lawn tool battery, and I can charge it inside my house.
Yep.
Not a big deal. So yeah, that's my projects going on right now. I'm excited. We got Thanksgiving next week. Are we doing a show next week, Seth?
We probably won't.
Not, right?
Yeah, we'll probably just skip next week. There's just so much going on.
The next time we have a show, I might have a shed.
Nice. All right, well. Enjoy getting that new shed, putting in lights and that kind of thing. It'd be fun.
Yeah, run electric and everything.
We'll have seen it come to full completion here. The planning, the pad.
Who knew getting a shed was so complicated?
Yeah, worrying about if the electrical company is going to let you put it there.
Oh yeah, that was a whole nightmare too. I finally got my letter of certificate or whatever that says we're the electric company and we have no opposition to you putting the shed there. So
there you go.
If somebody comes to me at some point and they're like, "Hey, you can't put that shed there," I'll be like, "I have this letter from the power company.
I have a document."
That's right.
Well, all right then. I think that's going to wrap up this week. Feels like an early show. How long have we talked? Yeah, almost an hour.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Gavin's not here to fill in the extra space, so it's a quiet show.
Yeah, there's probably a Home Assistant update we missed.
Oh yeah, you've definitely missed like 5 updates.
All right. Well, we want to thank everyone who listens to the show, but especially those who are able to financially support the show through our Patreon page. If you don't know about the Patreon page, head on over to HomeTech.fm/support to learn how you can become a patron for as little as $1 a month. Any pledge over $5 gets you a big shout out here on the show, but every single pledge gets you an invite over to our private Slack chat, the Hub, where you and other patrons of the show can get in there and see TJ selling all his Sonos gear off. I don't know what's going on. We didn't talk about it, but
I forgot to talk about that next show.
Yeah, well, you may not have any. You may have a new shed, but you're not going to have any Sonos gear anymore. And I wonder what he's going to replace it with. You'll have to tune in next time to the HomeTech podcast
in 3 weeks, whenever it's released.
Exactly. If you can't support the show financially, totally understand. We just appreciate a 5-star review or positive rating in the podcast app of your choice. That's going to wrap up this week in Home Tech. Everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you next week.
Till next time.
No, the week after time. Yeah. Week after next.
We'll see you at some point.
Some point, yeah.
Whenever the show comes
Have a happy holiday, everybody. We'll see you later. It's too good.
Yeah, I was like, I can't believe Thanksgiving is next week already.
I didn't even realize it was Wednesday. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. That's not good.